Hello, and I welcome you to this video about taking a leap of faith and finding a life that you want and leaving a life that you've outgrown. The reason I wanted to make this video for you is because several years ago I made a big leap of faith and I made it, and I know that you'll make it. What happened to me was that several years ago I walked into my corporate boss's office in a Wall Street bank, and I resigned from a very comfortable, prestigious job without having any other job. Reason I did that, I dreaded the banking environment. My aspirations were to be a writer. I was kind of a philosopher. I love listening to people's feelings and helping them heal with my written and verbal messages. And I was just very, very interested in other people, in psychology, in yoga, meditation. Anyways, the day after that resignation, I woke up full of fear. I didn't know how I was going to pay for my apartment. My support group were a bunch of banker friends who thought I'd lost my mind for resigning without another job. In terms of hope, back in the 80s, I didn't know that any profession existed that would utilize my interest in writing, in sharing emotions, in listening to people, in using combination of psychology and spirituality to heal people and help them transform. So that hope was not there. And then worst of all, there was this internal self-talk coming from old programming where I had learned from the previous generation that I needed a Ivy League education, high-paying corporate job, fancy suits, a BMW to be a good boy. So there was that internal dialogue also. Well, the news is I made it. My name is Kambiz Nafisi, and for the past 27 years, I've helped more than 10,000 people transition to new lives. These are people in 12 different countries. I call that approach the Coming Full Circle approach, which has been featured on NBC television. And the book I wrote on my life in this transition is called Riding the Waves of Life, featured on Amazon. Now, if we talk about your life, know that change is inevitable. You know this, I know this. You have more than 10,000 layers of hidden potential. If you look at your life 5-7 years back, you'll see that you've obviously changed. What changes is that you might outgrow your small town, you might outgrow your relationship, you might outgrow your corporate job, you might outgrow the 9-to-5 lifestyle, and most importantly, you might outgrow some self-limiting beliefs that you have inherited from previous generations. And those self-limiting beliefs got you into a lifestyle to begin with that you weren't so crazy about. So now you've outgrown that. You have two choices. Because you have no choice over growing, your first choice is just to trust the flow, trust your heart, trust your soul, and know that somewhere in this world there is a place for your unique self, your unique passions, your aspirations and talents. The second way is to get really frightened, to get scared, to want to follow and conform. And as a result, you'll just get more angry, more frustrated, more tired. Some addictions may develop. As a result of your inner fatigue, you may start damaging some of the relationships in your life. It's just not a good way to go when you put your foot on the brakes and resist change. When we're dealing with uncertainty, when we're wanting to transition to new life, our main problem is our thinking mind. The thinking mind, and beyond that, your subconscious mind, have a comfort zone. Your mind only knows what it knows. So if you've been in an abusive relationship, if you've been in a 9-to-5 job, if you've been born in a very small town that limits your possibilities, your mind only knows those things because it has experienced those things. If we go up to your mind and say, move from a city of 4,000 people to New York City, that's an unknown. If we say to your mind, past your abusive relationship, there is somebody waiting for you who adores you unconditionally, that is beyond the comfort zone of what your subconscious mind has known in the previous abusive relationship. When we talk about going beyond the comfort zone of your intellectual and subconscious mind, you're going to experience uncertainty, some fear, and anxiety. This is called growing pains. And you're always going to experience some discomfort when your mind wants to go beyond what it knows to something unknown. In terms of the stages that we tend to go through as we transition from one life to another, I find here are some of the following stages that all of us go through. Stage one, there's a stage of denial. Don't rock the boat. In my case, I had fancy suits, I had an apartment in New York, I had a nice car, I had a high salary, so why rock the boat? There's nothing wrong, just stay with it. Everybody else is suffering anyways, just enjoy your money or stable marriage. Whatever else is giving you a false sense of security. So stage one, denial, resistance, don't rock the boat. Stage two, you're becoming sick and tired of being sick and tired. By stage two, you have definitely become bigger than your current lifestyle. You have outgrown some aspect of your life. And because you've outgrown it, you're beginning to have some psychosomatic diseases like neck aches, back aches, not enough sleep at nighttime. You're beginning to take some pills to calm yourself down. You might be making some mistakes at the job or being late getting to the job, depression. Maybe some addictions are setting in so you can calm yourself down. You're becoming angry, screaming at people that you love. This is the stage of being sick and tired of being sick and tired. And the pain threshold is going up. Stage three is a stage of surrender. In other words, the pain and the stuckness get to a point where you just throw up your arms. Maybe you get into some silent prayer and say, "Dear God, if you're there, I really need help because I'm lost, I'm confused, I don't know how I'm going to get to my next life. I don't even know what that next life is. I don't have the right education to get there. I don't have the right contacts. All I can do is surrender and see how the flow of the day goes." So the surrender is very, very useful because your old ego has crashed, your old belief systems have fallen apart. You are wide open. You might take a vacation. You know that you're burnt out. You might get into a yoga class. You might start doing prayer, meditation, talking to a support group. This third stage is the stage of surrender, which means I now believe that my old life is no longer working and I just can't do it anymore. The stage after surrender is kind of an unpleasant stage. After surrender, there's usually an uprising of your old belief system and ego. There's like this self-talk saying, "Don't be a fool. Everybody has a job. Everybody works 9 to 5. Everybody has a mortgage to pay. Look at all the married people. They're all unhappy. Why are you looking for greater love? Why are you looking for a freer lifestyle? It doesn't exist." So in stage 4, some negative programming from the past, the old belief systems that got you into a lifestyle that you didn't like, those old belief systems have another uprising. So there's a lot of self-talk and some fear and anxiety threatening your path towards the new life. The stage after that is the stage of grace. In other words, you get a phone call that you weren't expecting to get. Somebody becomes interested in your raw, God-given talents. That could be your sense of humor. It could be your figure. It could be your radio voice. Something that you had no idea had value in the market. You may read a book that just really opens up your mind. You may meet somebody at a cafe who works someplace and suggest that you come in for a preliminary interview. Some form of grace steps in and some doors start to open for you. So then in this stage of grace, you start to acquire some new skills. You start to see some opportunities. You read a book about somebody who is living the dream life that you are dreaming of. So just the fact that you find a role model, somebody who's actually doing what you want to be doing, that opens up a lot of doors in your mind. So then this is the beginning of your success. Somebody calls you in, you start a new position, you try a new lifestyle, and although you take a few steps back, you are beginning to succeed, you are retraining, you're getting some new education, meeting different types of people, you're just getting a taste of how good life could be. The stage after grace is the stage of success episodes. So now you are actually succeeding in a lifestyle, in a city, in a relationship that you were just dreaming of before. So you're feeling love, you're feeling comfort, you are much calmer, you're settling into your own truth, you're beginning to make money. At this stage of the success episodes, your energy becomes boundless. You're just fired up. You cannot believe that you are living your dream. Endless energy. Your creativity fires up. You're getting a lot of ideas. You have become very attractive, very charming, because you have moved into your own power. You're now connecting with your own power instead of living a compromised life that all 9-to-5ers live, or whatever other example, okay? And then the stage after the success episodes is one day you wake up and you realize, oh my God, I am living my own unique truth. It's like my unique fingerprint is on my life. I never thought it was possible, but now that I think about it, I was slated for this life because I had particular qualities, God-given talents when I was born. I had certain interests way in the beginning, even elementary school. And now what I'm doing makes perfect sense. This is like an animal lover creating their own dog hotel, has 40 dogs there, taking good care of them, just making so much contact with these animals. And this person used to love animals when they were in elementary school. That's just one example, okay? Or you're on the beach with your laptop and you're helping people with live coaching. And then when you help them, you close the laptop and go and swim in the Caribbean Sea. In this last stage, you realize you've always been unique. You realize that this world always has space for each of us. Each of us can survive through our unique talents. It's a matter of trusting. It's a matter of flowing. It's a matter of knowing that our greatest enemy is fear. It's a matter of knowing that your subconscious mind, which is that holder of your old beliefs, has a comfort zone. Your subconscious mind has only seen what it has seen. So if you have seen 10 years of 9 to 5, and then we ask you to take a laptop and go to the beach to work, Your subconscious mind hasn't seen that kind of freedom, so it's going to feel uncomfortable. On this topic, by the way, when you finish watching this video, go to the description field of this video and find my masterclass link. Please get into that masterclass. It's only 31 minutes. Learn about your subconscious mind. Learn how your old self-limiting beliefs came into being. Learn how to access your subconscious mind. Learn how to weed out any negative self-limiting beliefs. Now, one last bit of this video. I'm going to recommend some things you can do to really make the transition towards your dream life, towards your ideal life easier. I'm going to make some recommendations about how to make that leap of faith. Number one, stay away from negative people as you're making that leap of faith. I'm calling those kinds of people dream killers. There are people who got too scared, they never followed their dream, and they get triggered the wrong way when they meet or hear somebody wanting to follow their dream. So as you take the leap, please be very careful. Filter out your associations. Be careful which internet sites you're going. Be careful which movies you're watching, who you're associating with. Find people who followed their own dream. Find people who took that leap of faith. Find people who are doing some meditation, some yoga, people who are calming themselves. Next recommendation, do affirmations. In the description box of this video, you will find another link for my positive affirmations. Positive affirmations are repetitive, positive sentences about every aspect of your life. These sentences and statements go against your fears and worries. Recite these once a day, and this will help you quell and ease down the anxiety and potential fear. Next, do visualizations. As you're going forward towards an unknown life, visualize how good it could be. I can't tell you what to visualize. I don't know which area of your life you have outgrown, but see the best that life could potentially offer you if you make this leap of faith. Also, you can visualize the opposite side of the coin. Visualize how bad life can get if you surrender to fear, anxiety, and if you don't make the change. Next recommendation, make sure you take one step towards your desired life every day. Join some webinar, read a new book, find a role model who's already doing what you want to be doing. Tell your friends that you're looking for a new life direction or looking for a new relationship. Don't go to sleep until you take one step in that leap of faith. Next, celebrate every step that you take towards your new life. Do not look for the ultimate final solution and result. In other words, if you're an aspiring actor, don't just think about all of those famous actors and actresses who are already making billions. That's depressing. Don't go that far ahead. One day at a time, one victory at a time. Do not go to sleep until you take one step in helping yourself make this leap of faith. Final recommendation, dream big. Don't edit your dreams. Talk to your soul. Talk to your heart. Just want what you want. Journalize what you want. You can put together a collage, a picture of what you're striving for. Maintain the vision. You'll get there. I got there. Thousands of people have gotten there. God bless, Godspeed, and don't forget to click on the link of my masterclass in the description box. Listen to what the subconscious mind is. Listen to how some of your old beliefs got formed. Listen to how you can access the subconscious mind that is controlling more than 80% of your life. And listen to many techniques that help you reprogram any negativity, any self-limiting beliefs that are stopping you from taking that leap of faith. God bless. Godspeed.